Some of the best foods in the world are not found in fine dining restaurants. They are found on busy streets, in markets, beside train stations, and in the corners of cities where people gather for something quick, local, and unforgettable. Street food is one of the most honest ways to experience a country, because it reflects daily life, regional identity, and culinary tradition in its purest form. Today, we are exploring 10 street foods you must try once in your life, not because they are trendy, but because they are traditional, representative, and truly worth traveling for. This is the Taste Expedition. Our journey begins in Mexico, with one of the most iconic street foods in the world. Tacos al pastor. At first glance, they may look like a simple taco filled with sliced pork. But their story goes much deeper. The meat is marinated with spices and chilies, then stacked on a vertical spit, and slowly roasted until the edges become crisp and caramelized. This cooking technique was inspired by shawarma, brought to Mexico by Lebanese migrants. But in Mexico, it evolved into something entirely its own. When the pork is ready, it is sliced directly into a small tortilla, often topped with onion, coriander, and a piece of pineapple. Smoky, vibrant, and full of character, tacos al pastor capture the energy of Mexico City street food perfectly. Next, we travel to Vietnam for one of the most balanced and satisfying street foods anywhere. Banh mi. At its core, banh mi is a sandwich, but it is a sandwich that tells a story. The crisp baguette reflects French colonial influence, while the fillings are unmistakably Vietnamese. Inside, you may find roasted pork, pâté, pickled vegetables, fresh herbs, chili, and sauces that bring everything together. Every bite delivers contrast, crunch, freshness, richness, acidity, and spice. It is fast food, but it is also history, culture, and flavor, all inside one piece of bread. From Vietnam, we move to Japan, specifically the vibrant street food culture of Osaka. Here, one dish stands above the rest. Takoyaki. These small golden balls are made from a savory batter, filled with pieces of octopus, and cooked in special molded pans. Street vendors turn them quickly with metal picks, forming perfect spheres with incredible speed and precision. Once ready, they are topped with takoyaki sauce, mayonnaise, seaweed, and delicate bonito flakes that dance in the heat. Takoyaki is playful, comforting, and completely tied to the identity of Osaka. Watching it being made is just as enjoyable as eating it. Our next stop is Sicily, where one of Italy's most beloved street foods awaits. Arancini. These golden fried rice balls are filled with ragu, mozzarella, or regional variations such as pistachio cream. They are coated, then fried until crisp outside and soft and rich inside. Arancini reflect Sicily's layered culinary history, including the Arab influence that introduced rice to the island centuries ago. They are hearty, practical, and deeply satisfying. In Sicily, arancini are not just a snack, they are a complete meal you can hold in your hand. Now we travel north to Berlin, where one of Germany's most famous street foods was born. Currywurst. This dish consists of sliced sausage, covered in a curry-flavored ketchup, and finished with a dusting of spice. It is often served with fries or crusty bread. Simple, but unmistakably Berlin. Currywurst became popular after the Second World War, and quickly turned into a symbol of everyday urban life in the city. Not every street food needs complexity. Sometimes, what matters is how deeply it becomes part of a place. And in Berlin, currywurst is everywhere. From Germany, we cross the Atlantic to Colombia. Here, one of the most essential foods is the arepa, Made from corn dough and cooked on a grill or griddle, arepas can be served plain or filled with cheese, meats, eggs, or avocado. In Colombia, they are not just street food. They are part of daily life, warm, comforting, and endlessly versatile. Arepas represent the kind of food that remains timeless because it continues to matter to ordinary people every single day. Next, we travel to Spain, arriving in Barcelona, where the Mediterranean meets one of Spain's most vibrant food cultures. Here, food culture revolves around one simple tradition: tapas. Tapas are not exactly street food. Instead, they are served in neighborhood bars, terraces, and seaside beach kiosks, or chiringuitos, across Spain, where small plates are shared as part of everyday social life. Every region adds its own local flavors and traditions to these small plates. Tapas are usually enjoyed standing at the bar or sitting on a stool with friends. Among the classics, you will find ensaladilla rusa, pescadito frito, and one of the most beloved of all, patatas bravas, golden potatoes served with a bold, spicy chili sauce. Simple, satisfying, and almost always enjoyed with a cold beer. It is a small dish, but it captures the spirit of Spanish tapas culture perfectly. Now we travel to Istanbul for one of Turkey's most distinctive street foods. Kokoreç. This dish is made from seasoned lamb, wrapped around offal, and slowly grilled on a rotisserie. Once cooked, the meat is chopped finely, seasoned with spices, and served inside warm bread. It is bold, deeply traditional, and strongly tied to Istanbul's street food culture. For some travelers, it may feel adventurous, but dishes like this remind us that great food journeys are built on curiosity, and kokoreç offers a taste of Turkey that is both authentic and unforgettable. From Turkey, we continue to Lebanon for a beloved Levantine street food, manakish. This fragrant flatbread is topped with ingredients such as za'atar, cheese, or minced meat, then baked in hot ovens until the edges become lightly crisp. Manakish is often eaten for breakfast, but it can be enjoyed at any time of day. Fresh from the oven, aromatic, and deeply comforting. It represents centuries of baking tradition and the everyday flavors of the Levant, simple, yet full of identity. Our final stop takes us to India for one of the most exciting street food experiences anywhere: pani puri. These crisp, hollow shells are filled with potatoes, chickpeas, chutneys, and spiced flavored water. They are served rapidly and eaten in a single bite. The result is explosive, crisp, spicy, tangy, fresh, and completely unforgettable. Pani puri is not just about flavor, it is about speed, interaction, and the energy of the street. Few foods capture the spirit of street culture quite like this one. Street food is never only about convenience. It is about migration, memory, local ingredients, and identity. From Mexico City to Osaka, from Sicily to Istanbul, each of these dishes reveals something honest about the place it comes from, and often, the streets of a country reveal its most authentic flavors. This is only the beginning. Subscribe to the Taste Expedition and join us as we explore the most fascinating foods in the world.